Hi, me again. Today I'm going to be talking about the Nato mech mod by Asylum mods with Vapours Cloud. It's quite a simple mechanical tube. It's a mech tube, so it does do a couple of things which I haven't seen before personally, but that's because I don't keep up with everything that's out there. I look at what I like the look of and go with that. It has not got a hybrid top cap, it has a floating 510 pin instead. So your pin's down there, it floats, it is spring loaded. So it's not floating on, it's a spring loaded 510. Never mind, ignore that. It's currently in 18650 mode, which is a longer pin. You get the shorter pin and you can use 2700s in it, which is awesome because a lot of people are doing that nowadays. You've also got that for 18650 mode as well, which is just a plastic sleeve. So battery goes in there and buttery smooth threads, thread it down. Fire button. That, as you can see, is a ball bearing. Quite an interesting one, isn't it? So you literally unscrew the bottom of the mod, just there, and you've got a spring and your ball bearing, and in the bottom of the mod is a domed contact, which again is a first on me, but all of that goes back together quite nicely. Just screwing it together like that, and there's the mech mod. I've been using the Recoil Rebel RDA on top, which I personally think looks rather nice on there. Can't see much of it, but it's just matte black with matte black. You've got some nice engravings down here which say Nato, which is the name of this mod. It is the Nato mech mod by Asylum mods, which is on the other side, and Vapours Cloud. I currently have the Recoil Rebel RDA on here, which has 26 gauge stainless steel twisted wire, about 5 wraps. I'm currently running it with Quantum Steep Berry Ice Cream from Island Vapor. Very nice mech, hits quite nicely, it runs beautifully. There's nothing I can really say to complain about it because I have no complaints. You've got a nice divot there where your finger can fit. It's literally just a recessed cutout. There isn't much other types of cutout, but I would assume it's a milled cutout just there where the ball bearing sits lower than this, but the rest of it, the ball bearing sits higher than. So your finger can sit in that cutout. If you get the right bit of your finger, it'll fire, which is how I fire it. Middle finger straight through there and fires every time. Berry ice cream is quite nice as well. Shout out to IV. But yeah, you get a 2700 conversion pin. Well, it comes 2700 ready. So you get the conversion pin for the 18650 and the plastic sleeve for the 18650, so as you can run it in 18650 mode. You can run it in 2700 mode, and it's a spring-loaded 510 pin, so it's going to be safe for all your very short 510 pin RDAs and tanks and all of that. Obviously, same disclaimer with every mech mod that I would say to anyone who was looking at getting a mech mod, only ever build to what your batteries can handle. Build I've got in here is a 0.15, which is quite easily safe for my batteries. Well, I've found that that's safe for my batteries. Not a huge lot else I can say about it because it's a mech tube. Everybody has seen mech tubes all over the place. There's nothing hugely new with mech tubes. Pardon me. I haven't seen the ball bearing before. That is a new one on me. It's nice because it means no matter how you press the button, it's always going to fire no matter what you do. That sounds wrong, but it'll always fire as long as you're pressing the button. And because of the way this is shaped, you've got a comfortable place where you can press the button and not have to be poking into a recess to press a button. So it's a comfortable shape, you can press the button, and it's also safe to set down on a side. I can't really complain about this at all. As a matter of fact, I love it. I will say, I live in the UK, this was £130. So it's on the pricier side, but it's not the most expensive thing out there. Because it's from Vapours Cloud and Asylum mods. Vapours Cloud are known for their good equipment. All of their mods, all of their RDAs, all of their tanks, all of that have always been very nice. But of course, there's always the odd one which doesn't like one of their products, so it's all subjective. I've personally always liked their products, so I can't complain about any of them, really. And this is another one they've knocked it out of the park again. There's no way I can complain about it. It's a very nice mod. It's comfortable, it hits bloody hard, what more can you want? The only reason this would be shit is if I put a shit build in my RDA, which didn't work properly. So that would be user error. There's no locking ring, so that could be a negative to some people, could be a positive to some people, because I know people get annoyed with them. It is a spring-loaded 510 pin, which again could be a positive, could be a negative, because it's safer with the shorter 510 pins on your RDA. It's also not... It's a silver-plated 510 pin, I believe. It might be solid silver, I don't know. I haven't got all the specs, but as far as I'm aware, silver-plated, which means it'll be hella conductive. I think the contact down here is silver plated. This is a stainless steel ball bearing as far as I can tell. So that's going to be fairly conductive. It is made out of copper, both the tube, this bit here, and the upper ring. There's nothing bad I can say about it. I can give you specs about it. It is 25mm around, like the Recoil Rebel RDA, which is why I got it. It's nice and smooth on the threads. It's nice and comfortable in the hand. It's a nice mech tube. In all honesty, if you've got the money for it, I'd say go out and buy it, because it's good. It's one of those ones that, like Grimgreens says, if the aliens or the FDA in America or the TPD in the UK decided to come along and take away all of my vape shit, maybe not the TPD, like somebody else, like police officers or something, decided to come and take away all of my vape shit because it was suddenly against the law to have all of that, would I go out and buy it again? Yeah. Fuck yeah, I'd buy both the mech tube and the RDA because I love them both. Shout out to Grim Green. Not that he needs much of a shout out, because he's massive on tiny. Anyway, again, Nato mech tube, can't say anything bad about it. Probably need to re-drip this, more than likely. Now I got another hit out of it, but can't say anything bad about it. I will probably be singing its praises for the whole time I have it, which will be hopefully a very long time, and I will be taking care of it. Thanks for watching. I will see you in Valhalla, and stay cloudy.